Welcome to week 7. You're entering the final stretch of this course. The first topic we'll be covering this week is visual rhetoric. This is the technique of using images and design to persuade or cause a reaction in your audience. We'll cover this topic some in general, but then focus more specifically in on how to create a presentation, since that will be part of your final project, along with the research essay itself. We'll give tips on how to use PowerPoint to create your presentation also. This week we'll also cover the next to last step in the writing process, editing, also known as proofreading. This is different than revising because in revising you're looking more at the ideas you want to express in your writing and seeing whether your writing communicates those ideas well. In other words, revising is a higher level process than editing. It looks at things like the overall goals of your paper, the flow of your paragraphs, the style of your sentences, and your word choice. Editing happens after all that is largely done and your draft is solidifying and you're going over it for the final few times to make sure all the conventions of the English language are being followed. That is, that you're using proper grammar, punctuation, and spelling, and that you've formatted your paper correctly according to the style guide that is set. So, for example, in this course, you'd be checking to make sure you use the Times New Roman font, 12-point double-spaced. There are several tools that can help with proofreading, which we'll be covering this week. Of course, tools can't help with everything. There are some commonly confused words, which they often miss, that we'll cover these commonly confused words also. Therefore, because tools can't do everything, you should review your paper by reading it aloud, or even better, having someone else take a look at it. In this week's Skill Builder section, we'll discuss some of the words that are most commonly confused so that you can be a better proofreader on your own. The first assignment this week is a quiz on those commonly misused words. Then, for the second assignment, you should review the paper of at least one other student that was submitted last week in the forums. Review the paper according to the rubric for research papers and give your assessment of how it would score in each of the categories, also offering constructive suggestions if possible. The third assignment for this week is to write a persuasive essay on a topic of your choice. Remember, as was discussed in the material for this week, a persuasive essay uses both reason and emotion to convince its readers of the truth of the author's opinion. Choose a subject about which you have an opinion and about which you can find evidence to support your opinion. Then write your persuasive essay about that. We wish you the best of success on your assignments for this week.